In this rapidly evolving era of digital tech, thanks to artificial intelligence, the only real constant is change. And change we must if we're in the web development or web design space. For those that don't know, of all the things I do, web design, local SEO, web development is still the predominant way that I feed myself. I've been running a web development firm in New York City and North Jersey for the past 8 years. And I've always adapted with the times. And right now, AI has helped me take my business to the next level. If you're not focusing on a lot of these tools like code generation, design assistance, AI chatbot integration, content writing assistance, right? Image and content generation, SEO assistance. There are so many tools out there that are helpful. And I'm likely going to make a video on each, including the AI chatbot situation. But in this video, I want to show you how I've been using artificial intelligence to level up as of recently to just streamline operations and mostly use it for visuals and such. So let me show you real life examples, and then let me know in the comment section if you do want me to make a step-by-step tutorial on how to integrate AI chatbots into the web design, web development process. So here we go. So with text-to-image generative AI tools like DALL-E 3 and Midjourney, I am able to create some really amazing icons, and it really does make a difference. So for instance, this right here is a website that I recently built out for Linden Medical Group. They have 2 locations, and if you take a look here, if I zoom in, so I'll make it like mobile style version, you'll see that this is the logo here. That, by the way, shout out to Diana Blau. We worked together on this logo. I absolutely love it. They wanted something simplistic with like gold and some metallic colors. And if you take a look, these icons, so for instance, the GPS icon, look at how new that is. You can't find that in stock photos online. Even some of these mobile phone icons too, take a look. It matches the logo perfectly. And that's what I love. I love taking pride in my design work. And so I really love the way it came out. The client absolutely loved this request and appointment icon situation here. And again, this clock, this calendar, this was all Midjourney. And then I went and in Photoshop, and then sometimes with the help of Adobe Firefly, the embedded AI in Photoshop, I was able to go and create something unique, something custom that the client is going to absolutely love. I'll show you another example of a logo that I created with AI. This is from my dance friend, Matt Clemente. He wanted a website. And by the way, this background, I used to pay a lot of money for stock photos to have background photos, but now I can simply detail to the actual platform what I wish for it to showcase, and it makes them perfectly, and I can color match it, and the clients are always pleased with the work. And for something like writing up bios, I often use the generative AI text-to-text platforms, the large language models like ChatGPT, like Google's Gemini. You can even try Anthropic's Claude. And by the way, I'm going to put Matt Clemente on blast because initially this logo looked like this, and I thought it was absolutely fire. I absolutely loved this logo, but he said, no, it looks too much like Mortal Kombat. I want it to be black and white. And so I'm calling you out, Matt Clemente, in front of the whole world. This logo was so much better. If you agree with me, mention it in the comment section. And by the way, if you guys want me to put out a tutorial video or even a series on which platforms are best to use for websites and to assist with website creation, website development even, please mention it in the comment section, because when you combine the text to image, text to text, text to video, and when you combine that with even ChatGPT's ability to code, you can come up with some really novel, unique content. The reason I'm bringing up this webpage here is because I want to showcase that you are not going to be able to create everything that is going to be to the client's liking if you're just doing it on AI. For instance, this steeple right here, so Oakland Public Library, they wanted me to recreate this steeple that I'm showing you over here, the actual image of the actual steeple on top of their building structure. And so if I tried to do that with AI and make it a vector, it probably wouldn't look as nice as this, which is perfectly accurate. Again, I worked with the wonderful Diana Blau. If you guys are looking for logo design and you still want a person to do it, I'm easing out of doing it, but I'm handing over a lot of my work to Diana Blau, which has been working with me from the jump. She's amazing and I love recommending her. So please feel free to send me an email and I would love to connect you to Diana because she's amazing. Now, the last example I want to show you is a bit of a YouTube success story. So I put out this multiple location map tutorial video, which I'm going to update very, very soon. I put it out on YouTube maybe a year and a half ago. It looks like it was published August 26, 2022. And you could see that from this video, I gained 200 subscribers, but more importantly, I gained over $1,000 in ad revenue. And one of the many people, 118.9 thousand people watched this video. They actually found me and they asked me to recreate a multiple location map for them. And so I went ahead and I was able to do that and also make a good buck, while on top of that, creating this very, very simple one-pager. They just wanted something simple like this built out where a QR code could navigate them to this webpage. And you could see right here that this Petaluma, California passport situation right here, this was actually created with AI. I created this on OpenAI's DALL-E and it took me minutes. I obviously tweaked it a little bit on Photoshop. It's always helpful if you're not just relying on AI for everything, but you actually have a skill set so that you can customize things to the client's exact goals, to their exact liking. And if they ask you to manipulate or change something, you don't have to go, I didn't realize I'll have to change anything. Now I got to find someone on Fiverr or Upwork. No. You have to make sure that you're actually learning the nitty and gritty and that you're specialized yourself. You should be using the AI tools to make your work more lenient, more streamlined, to be more efficient with it. But it is not an effective, simple replacement for everything because then you are relying too much on AI, whereas AI is supposed to be a tool for website creation and not just the beginning to end situation, because then you're stuck. If someone wants something really custom, you'll have no idea how to create that. So unless you have someone on your team that's highly specialized and you want to just take a managerial role and just manage the project, you have to know how to actually execute on it. And how do you do that? Well, over time, you can try with small clients and then you could work up to much bigger clients like a library, like a 10 location practices, some of that stuff that I do. If you take a look at my Promo Ambitions website, which also I use some AI to create, you'll see a lot of my clients under the sample client portfolio. And also I want to mention here that I got tremendous amount of work from the AI page on my website because I am an AI consultant these days, thankfully to my YouTube channel and just the fact that AI is still relatively new to people. I do a lot of presentations. I am packed to the gills as far as my schedule for workshops and presentations in artificial intelligence. And if you take a look here, you'll see that my YouTube is filled with a lot of AI tutorial content. And look at the cover photos. None of these cover photos were made by me. They're all made with AI in minutes, if not sometimes in seconds. And then obviously I have to add a little bit of text and I'm good to go. And the very last example of how I've been using AI, and even something like this graphic right here, I created this with artificial intelligence. I didn't need to go and buy this from somewhere. And what did I do? I created a 4-video tutorial video set, and then I actually am an affiliate of 11 Labs, and I'm already made a couple of $100, even though I just put this out in January, so not too long ago, and I made about $300 to $400 already off of my affiliate link because people are signing up to 11 Labs. So right now is not a time to sleep. It's a time to get after it. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a web developer, web designer, and you want to take it to the next level, right now is a great time to do so. But you have to put in the work. You have to get out there. You have to hunt for the clients. You have to be able to deal with rejection, because what comes after rejection is really sweet deals and a lot of success. But me included and everybody else that's ever made it in the space and now is happy and relatively successful, we all started out eating a ton of dirt, and we had to push through. We had to persevere. We had to do the gigs that weren't a lot of money, but we're doing it for our portfolio. We had to go and make the sales. We had to lock ourselves in our rooms, in the library, in a study room, and just go balls to the wall trying to figure out every single thing that we can, so that we're a subject matter expert in the space, so that we stand out, so that there's a reason for when you're knocking on the door and the person is seeing you, that you can sell yourself and not feel like an imposter, because you actually have the skill set. You know your worth, and you know that if they hire you, you're going to do a better job than anybody else. And if you can't at the moment, you know that you have the ability to figure it out, to plow away, to put in the honest, gritty work, and to be successful. I wish all you guys a lot of success, a lot of health and wellness, and a lot of peace of mind. And I wish you a lot of motivation and inspiration to get after it and get what's yours this year. Because right now, things are ripe for the taking. People are still sleeping after the pandemic. Go get what's yours. Don't waste any time. Don't even wait to leave a comment or a like or subscribe to the video. X out and go get what's yours.